Bang! The party continues. Next, he's a software engineer who creates new opportunities with disruptive technologies. His research interests are now financial mechanisms in blockchain, deployable artificial intelligence, and smart devices. Let's welcome founder and CTO of Standard.Tech, Hyungsuk Kang. Welcome to BlockDown, sir. The floor is all yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm a CEO and CTO of the Standard Protocol. My name is Hyungsuk, and I'll go through the presentation. So Standard Protocol delivers the new standard for the digital or synthetic assets. So there has been occurring problems with the algorithmic stablecoins. So usually those ESD, DSDs, or like basis cash, they try to pretend that they have an algorithm to give it price stability, but they actually just goes like prints money so hard in the first launch of the first hour of launch, and then when the dollar peg drops, it actually sacrifices the ownership of token holders to give their stable coins back. So far, this method has not worked in any coins, and I kind of found that was a problem. And for the oracles, they actually use that from the Uniswaps, but it was actually to centralize, where the flash swaps can actually change the data so drastically that can create some problems there. And also, there has been a oracle in other like smart contract ecosystem for managing those algorithmic stablecoins, but there has been no incentivized ecosystem to distribute to maintain them sustainably. And also for the other stable coins where the collaterals is applied, MakerDAO has auctions, but those to liquidate assets, but those auctions are too hard to track and kind of suffer from barriers to entry, since it is only allowed to the holders of the maker token. And I think the problem actually can lead to a plutocracy. So for beginning, just staying the algorithmic stablecoin, there has to be a collateral to maintain the dollar peg, since it just takes the risk and is based on the mutual trust, as the MD Millennials say in the DEF CON 4. So that's for that. So what we try to bring with our stablecoin is collateralized rebasable stablecoin. So to solve those algorithmic stablecoins problems, like there has been a lot of blood in there. To solve it, we have come up with the collateralized and elastic supply, where stablecoin can be created by the over collateralization, and its supply is maintained by the total demand collected by the oracle using a price, and it adjusts the supply so that people can have the stablecoin which is pegged to the $1. Also, we try to give out the new consensus algorithm based on Polkadot. We have proposed the new consensus algorithm to distribute block rewards to Oracle clients in each era, that they can be treated as the network validator of our ecosystem. The grant has passed for that, and we're working on that. And for the automated market makers, we have built the automated market maker module, where it replaces auction, where the liquidated asset is just thrown to the AMM so that everyone can have access with our stablecoin. So Standard uses a 3-token system. Meter is our stablecoin, which is generated with the over collateralization synthetically, and Leader is the liquidity provider token, just like from the Uniswap v2. It could have many pairs, like such as like dot-meter LP tokens. So those are called like Leader in our ecosystem. And for the Standard is the governance token of our DeFi Standard ecosystem, where people can propose new synthetic assets or new CDP to prevent the Black Thursday, just like MakerDAO happened, or stability fee could be applied. we try to bring more roles to the governance protocol as the protocol extends to serve more DeFi apps. So here are some details on the technical features. So as I said, for the rebasable elastic supply, we bring several Oracle clients in from off-chain to submit those Oracle data to on-chain, and then the blockchain aggregates those data and then medianize it to have a unbiased value from those Oracle clients. And after that, the data is used to stabilize the supply of the stablecoin that can be generated. If it is okay, then it's just schedule again to medianize the price and then do the rebasing. So for the Oracle Reward module, it is a consensus module of the Oracle where the Oracle client can act as like a network validator, and it submits the data to the blockchain, and then the blockchain chooses which Oracle can submit on each era without the transaction fee and like only with the block rewards. So for the automated liquidation through AMMs, let's go with detail of our solution a bit. So unlike other liquidation process from other DeFi protocols where those liquidations are just kind of seems like it's lost, Standard actually brings those, Standard opposes the idea of like losing those liquidations. Rather, it just distributes to everyone by using an AMM where liquidator finds the expired loan and then throws those liquidated asset into a pair so that the ratio has changed to make an arbitrage trade to purchase those assets in a cheaper price and then sell it to other central exchanges or other markets. So as you can see in the diagram, liquidator finds the CDP positions where the price of the where the CDP is invalid. Once the liquidator liquidates the loan with the identified with the ID, liquidator takes the part of the collateral by finding it, and those liquidated asset is now thrown to the AMM pool, increasing the reserve of that collateral compared to stablecoin staying in the same number. So that would result in the change in the ratio to purchase this collateral, and people would have profit to purchase that faster. So how do we use this standard protocol? We understand that the technical details of it. Then in bullish conditions, you can use our standard protocol to generate meter token to enable leverage trading. For example, let's just say that you have ETH. So ETH price was like last year was $200, and you had it and you collateralize in our standard protocol and generates like a 120 worth of stable coin, $120 of the stable coin, and then you buy that, you use that to buy another Ethereum again. And this year, Ethereum price is like $2,000. And what you have to do is that you just only have to pay back the stable coin with the interest rate based on the stability fee. So you might get like the $320 worth of Ethereum last year, see it grow like over like $2,000, and then you just need to pay the partial fee of borrowing the generating the stable coin. So those kind of leverage trading is possible in bullish conditions. In bearish condition, it's still fine. You can, once you have those meter stable coins, there will be other CDP positions that becomes invalid and liquidated so that people can buy those assets in a cheaper price with the same meter stable coin. So in this way, people can have both opportunities in regardless of the financial conditions of our protocol. So here's some runtime modules for building this implementation and substrate. So here's a token for digital asset registry market for AMM like Uniswap, and we use Vault for CDP generation and making the synthetic assets based on the same algorithm. And Oracle is for choosing an Oracle client in each era to get the price information. And farming is the typical Rust implementation of the yield farming algorithm that is shared across Yam Finance or other DeFi staking algorithm. So token, there are some details about the token. So token module is like a digital registry for assets in our ecosystem. So token module will register another assets by voting, or it could be generated automatically by, the governance or something. And it would also accommodate the other Polkadot Parachain's assets from XCM using an Aura ML module. So for the market, it's the implementation of Uniswap v2 in a version of Rust and language of Rust, and there will be a lot of tokens that can be traded with freely. We also provide meter pairs, but there will be only liquidations thrown into meter pairs to purchase collaterals in a cheaper price. So for the vault, we have come up with the CDP generation algorithm in there. And they're basically standard holders or the native currency holders using XCM can collateralize other digital assets and generate like a meter token, or meter tokens can generate other synthetic assets with the price information provided by the Oracle providers. For the oracles, Oracle manages these Oracle clients to submit the data, and they manage the data that they have submitted right by detecting the outlier from the IQR rule, and it adds Oracle provider by governance. So for the farming module, it's not really different from those like Ethereum dApps staking algorithm, where when you stake certain tokens and that get amount of standard, we first will start with distributing standard using a yield farming module, where people stake the LP tokens, lighter tokens, to get those standards by in a timely manner. So here's a token distribution. As you can see, the yield farming and staking takes most of the allocations in the total supply, and here's you can see other percentages in the token metrics. So for the roadmap, we have currently made an Oracle client called Lumen, and we're kind of testing out the Oracle module at the moment to submit the POA version of the Oracle module. Once it is done, we'll try to integrate the POS in a Kusama pair chain, and starting as like a pair thread, and then apply for a parachain auction. We see enough demand in there, and we'll start the yield farming using our Kusama parachain. And once the Polkadot parachain auction opens, we'll try to move those chain state collected from the Kusama or Canary implementation, and then migrate to Polkadot to serve as the full mainnet. And after we have it on Polkadot with the full parachain, we'll also test out new features on Kusama and then migrate to Polkadot same. But we could also consider other protocol implementations such as Cosmos, Binance Smart Chain, or Ethereum by building bridges to move our standard assets to other protocols, other blockchains. So here are the team members, and here are the advisors. Here are the funds that we have received support, and here are the additional resources to watch. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to reach out from email, or you could see the Telegram or Discord on the website. So just reach out and ask. Thank you.